Hello, this is me trying to play through Dragon's Lair, the Steam version from the Dragon's Lair Trilogy bundle from Steam, on PC. I am determined to get through it this time. It locked up on me and deleted my autosave last time, which then I just gave up, but okay, I'm gonna put it on home because then I have to beat each scene instead of going to a random new scene, which I don't want. I want to go through all the scenes sequentially. Okay. I think that's all we need. And, oh, lives 5. Okay, here we go. So, so yeah, it locked up on me eventually after the end of a scene, and deleted my autosave, so I would have had to start over from the beginning, and I was doing this as I usually do late at night, and I didn't have the heart to, I had 2 more games I wanted to try to get through in the trilogy, so I was just like, forget it. But also, it is a little irritating in this first game that you have to play scenes multiple times because it'll make you play, like, the scene flipped one way, and then later you'll have to play it flipped over from left to right, so stuff that was on the right side before is now on the left side, but it's still the same darn scene. It's just, so they're just milking the animation, you know, and it gets kind of repetitive. Like, well, and then there are scenes that just, like, there's a scene with an elevator that I had to do 4 times, and heck, for all I know, maybe there'd even be another time or 2 to get through the whole game. But I think the main problem I had, and maybe why it eventually locked up, was that I was trying to play it using my DualSense pad running through Steam input, because the game does not support controllers, or at least not the DualSense. So I was using Steam input, and it would still, like, I've never had this problem with Steam input before, where Steam input would just stop working after a while in this game. And so I couldn't control it, and I would have to quit and restart. Fortunately, the autosave was saving my progress, so that wasn't too much of a problem. But eventually, I got to the end of a scene, and it just froze. The animation just froze on screen. And then my score, which was still visible in the corner, started counting down rapidly. And it was from, I don't know what it was at that point. But it just went, oh my gosh, is that 2 quick ups? I was trying to spam the up key, which usually would work. It is 2 quick ups. Yeah, so it crashed, and then my score was counting down rapidly in the upper part of the screen while the animation was frozen on a scene transition, I think. And then when my score got to 0, it just looped to 999, you know, whatever, all 9s, and then started counting down still, so I was like, alright, I had to quit. I hit escape, I could still quit. But then when I went to try to continue from my autosave, continue was not an option. Only new game was there, so my autosave was hosed. Arg! And, I just gave up at that point. I was like, well, even if I try playing through this again, it's probably just gonna die, so I'm not gonna bother. But after that, in Dragon's Lair 2, I figured, okay, I'm not gonna do the whole Steam input thing with my DualSense pad this time, because that just, I had to keep restarting. When the Steam input would just stop working randomly. which I've never had. I mean, Steam Input did update recently. There was an update posted on Steam's, you know, blog that you get alerted to in your Steam app, and they said they improved the DualSense support, yada yada yada. So hopefully they didn't break something with Steam Input. I'm more inclined to think it's probably just something with this game, but anywho. Oh, here's the elevator scene. Wow, I missed the first one, so who knows? So, hopefully this won't lock up again. And kill my autosave. Arrgh. Oh, God. The skull animation is kind of weird. Like, it's a different style on these bouncing skulls almost. It looks like Scooby-Doo type art. Ah, I can't do it. Scooby-Doo, where's Skull, you? Okay. Smooth sword work, Dirk. It was like a bowling pin sound. I got the first ledge that time, but not... I don't know. Ah, I was trying to spam it because there's 2 quick inputs needed there, but spamming it's not working now. I could swear that would work on the DualSense and Steam Input, but... Okay, anyway. Okay, yeah, that's about the fastest input you have to do in the game. Okay, come on. Ah, God, I'm losing it. This was one scene where Steam Input died, and it still kind of freaks me out. It's probably a little easier to play this with the keyboard anyway. You're just hitting the space for the sword, and there's direction keys for the arrows, and I'm still screwing up. Maybe it's not easier on the keyboard. I'm still capable of screwing up. Oh, I'm getting slow, come on. I'd like to clear this game. I also failed to clear Dragon's Lair 2, but Dragon's Lair 2 has this additional mechanic where there's these hidden quote-unquote treasures, apparently in various scenes as you play through, and you have to hit an extra input to grab the treasure, but they're just these momentary flashing shapes on screen, and the input you need to enter doesn't show up in the little hint interface here that I'm basically glued my eyeballs to in the lower middle part of the screen, so I just don't see them. I don't see these treasure things. Aside from the first one, which is a bow, which sort of shows up when there isn't much going on, like in the second scene of the game. Actually, it's in the first scene, really. But other than that, I just didn't see any of them, so I was like, well, I'm just not going to see these treasures. It's not going to happen. So I haven't seen the last 2 long scenes, probably long scenes, because the scenes I played in Dragon's Lair 2 are long, so the last 2 scenes of Dragon's Lair 2 I haven't seen, so that sucks. But I ain't getting those treasures. Fortunately, no treasures to collect here. You're just stumbling, bumbling, trying to live, trying to rescue Daphne. I mean, the second one gets weird like, even from the start, it's weird, because you're like in this prolonged fight with Daphne's mom, who is telling you to go rescue Daphne again. And her mom is just this huge woman just coming after you with a... Oh my gosh, I failed the elevator scene. You get 2 shots and I still fail. Coming after you with a rolling pin. And it's like, well, I mean, she could rescue Daphne. Anyway, it's just weird. It's a weird take. It's a weird twist on Dirk rescuing the princess. That game does have a much more elaborate, like, plot and script. Which is kind of cool, and I wish you could turn off the treasure gathering requirement that kicks in when you hit the penultimate scene, and it won't let you advance, but don't think there's a way to turn it off. Maybe I should look on game packs. Maybe there's a cheat code. So I think I was most of the way through this when it did lock up. It felt like I was pretty near the end. Shit. Dirk's noises. And 4 ups in a row. Reverse that footage, baby. Elevator again. This one is like a bunch of downs and then an up just to mess with you. Bowling sounds again. This one is a left and then a bunch of rights. And then a bunch of swords. I called this guy the Goblin King before, but maybe it's Lizard King, I don't know. I think I died. Oh, I guess I didn't. Cool. Kaboom! It's funny they didn't make you react to that door exploding. They could have made you hit left or something. Oh my gosh! I'm getting slimed and scummed. Pointless continue screen. Why didn't they just get rid of the whole continue concept? Just give you unlimited lives. Because you've got unlimited continues anyway, so it's just for wasting 3 seconds on the continue screen. Spider. Oh, that's a creepy creeping sound it makes. Here's where it locked up before, maybe on the reverse one, because you do have to do that twice. Oh, why would a stairway disappear like that? Giant friggin' bat, man. Bat. Man, bat. Oh man, I forgot about that last thing. Okay, I didn't get this far before. I didn't have to do reverse versions of all the scenes. Ain't she adorable? Okay. Ah, I didn't see it. It was hidden in the flame, I swear. I saw it too late. What's going on, Turk? Sparkly. Okay. There it is. That is totally hidden in the flame. That hint. The hint I rely on because I can't play the game like you would have played it in the arcade. Having to look for the flash or whatever.
Please save me.
I'm working on it.
It's locked with a key.
Okay, just keep shaking your moneymaker. I know.
Slay the dragon. Use the magic sword.
Oh, thanks for the tip. You didn't have GameFAQs back in the day, you just had Daphne telling you hints. Hey. Oh man, whole girl in distress thing. Let's milk that for all the cheesecake it's worth. Not that I didn't want to talk. Ah! I mean, I draw a webcomic with a conventionally attractive female heroine, so I can't really talk. I can't see the... Dirk's reaction. It's a little inappropriate, but his initial bug out is pretty good. Just screams. Okay, there it is. This is a long scene, actually, for this game. Snort, snort. Ooh. Oh, so he's still not awake yet.
Save me.
Am I awake?
It's locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck.
This cheesy voice acting is so cheeserific. Okay, now he's awake. So it didn't even show this dramatic, like, shot of him waking up or anything. He's just awake now. Wonder if that's something they had to cut. Grab it, Dirk. Sort it up. Clapping. Owned. Is that it? Is it gonna hit me with some cheap... Oh, that was a weird keyhole. Aw. I did it, I think. Okay, well, I got through Dragon's Lair. Hooray for me. I mean, that was kind of fun. I guess I like these darn games after all. I wasn't even sure I would. I saw them as a kid in the arcade. They were too hard and difficult and expensive for me to play back then. I've been buying them in home formats for the last 2 decades and not playing them for some reason, but I finally did it. I don't know if I'll ever beat Dragon's Lair 2 with those treasure requirements, though. That just doesn't seem fun. Well, not only... that's beside the fact. I need that hint interface at the bottom to tell me what to do. And without doing that for the hidden treasure things in Dragon's Lair 2, I'm not gonna spot them, and I'm not gonna know what input to hit, and anyway, I got through Dragon's Lair, so hooray! It didn't lock up this time. So I guess just stick to keyboard is the lesson there, maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do have 2 PS1 ports. Actually, it's a combo port of a couple Japanese Laserdisc games that I will be attempting next. I don't think I'm gonna do another try at one of these Dragon's Lair Trilogy games. So anyway, but I've said that twice now, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks again. Bye bye.